Indeed.
So Magnus, how was your match?
I think it was pretty good. The first game I made one really bad move, and otherwise it was okay.
What move is that?
Well, one knight of 6 wasn't very good. No, that was a joke. No, so I think with the exchange sack, I should be pretty much okay. And then I would just say on move 23, c6 was really bad.
You should have played what?
I should have gone rook d7 because I need like queen c3. I need rook d8 to have bishop d3.
And you think you have worse afterwards, or?
Yeah, I thought definitely after c6 I was worse. Queen c3 is very good.
Okay.
So I have to play h5, which looks very. I just have the feeling that some kind of slow play would be very unpleasant for me here.
Because the opinions were split here. I thought White were doing quite well, but I couldn't really understand where he made any mistakes, and then suddenly he was completely lost. So I just figured I was wrong.
No, I don't know. So I just think like he tried to force it, and then that just didn't work at all. But I think long term, White is not worse here. Okay, maybe I'm not actually that much worse, but it just did feel very unpleasant. Also, like c5 is an option here. Probably I have to give up the exchange then.
I think Dominic mentioned some king h2 move somewhere here, and yeah, he liked.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah, I mean, I think concretely like c5 is not bad at all. Like, I could go bishop e4, then either f.
But are you actually worse after rook d5, bishop c4, rook a d8, or
probably not really worse. But I genuinely think like I was a bit better if I'd gone for rook d7 and rook d8.
Okay. Yeah,
that's the thing though. Okay, never mind. After bishop f3, rook d3. Now I'm better. And queen e5, g5, rook d8. This isn't really going anywhere for him. Yeah, king f2, rook d2, king g3, rook d3. You're right. I really think you should have tried king h4. I can go like bishop h3, I think.
Hang on a second. Rook f3, rook h2.
Yeah. Queen g1. No, this is exactly the kind of position I was talking about. Like the king runs to h6, and I don't know.
Yeah, my problem was I thought you were going to suggest queen h6, and then I was very heavy with queen f6 mate, but
yeah,
but you sidestepped my devilish trap.
Yeah.
Although I suspect I'm still doing quite well there after h4. In that position with the queen on g1, I think h4 is kind of important, and I might still be giving you mate. Because rook g3 check comes and I force you to do something you don't want to do.
But how? King h...
g5.
Yeah,
g5
king
will kill you.
is running into g5. So let's say... Oh, yeah.
Bishop needs to go somewhere.
How about like queen d4? Oh, no, I'm getting mated on h5.
Yeah, I think you have to play bishop d4, rook g3, queen g3 here.
Yeah,
and maybe you hold, but that's kind of sad. And also I don't need to play rook g3 so quickly.
Yeah, sure. Okay, but I mean, I just wanted to show the kind of position where king suddenly just hides on h6 shogi style, and I'm just could be just busted in some lines. But I thought in general I'm winning there.
Okay, and the game is already over. We were about
That
to show
was
you
a
game
short
5.
affair.
We were about
That
to show
was
you
a
game
short
5.
affair.
Wow.
Wow.
What on earth? Wow, he played the b4, one of my old weapons. Yeah,
Do you have notes on this, Lawrence?
I've got notes on this. Yeah. What is Queen d8? That's not in my notes. Wow.
C5, asking for
Goodness
trouble.
me.
I think he was somewhat disgusted with
Yeah, no, just
things in
Ace
general.
C6, no? Chill.
Oh, that's like the Vienna you keep on bringing up, yeah, with the slightly stupid knight on c3, which can be traded, I guess, and it's like very close to the Vienna.
It is.
Goodness me. That is a, well, irrelevant game that, yeah, he just couldn't get over, obviously.
Yeah, Ali
Yeah,
Reza
the
not in the
entire-
mood
the
to
entire
stick
day.
around for much longer.
It was
yes.
actually a terrible day for him, wasn't it? In just every aspect for Ali Reza.
Yeah, because he played game 1 really, really well and outplayed Hikaru from a position
Yeah.
where I out of the opening I said, why is he doing this? He's clearly, Hikaru has a superior understanding of this structure and has played it his entire life, and he outplayed him completely. And then the whole disconnect happened, and then to lose game 3, yeah, it's just a very, very bad day from start to finish for
Yeah.
Ali Reza.
Actually, in both his white games, he made a lot happen from this particular structure.
Yeah.
Magnus, who
All
have,
right.
who have you got next? You've got a day off. Have you got MVL or?
Yeah, I think I have MVL. I didn't. I just checked it, but yeah, I think I have MVL.
That will be fun. So actually, he is playing tomorrow as well. So he's going to have it's his double day turn.
Yeah.
So he could be. Actually, he lost, and he had a very unfortunate loss. But actually, if he wins tomorrow, then he could just be a point behind or so. So you've got a few people snapping at your heels, but feeling good, huh? Because today was probably your smoothest performance so far.
Yeah, I think today was definitely my best day by far. Thus far. Even in the third game,
yeah,
I don't think I played particularly badly, even though I was under some pressure. I think it was just a very difficult position that he played pretty well.
But Lawrence, can't you explain Magnus how to play this line? Because you.
well,
you
this
had some
is in my
insights here.
notes. Yeah, knight FD5 is the move, the main move. Maybe maybe knight E4 is in your notes. No, knight FD5 I've had over the board.
Really?
Yeah. Knight FD5, bishop D5, knight D5.
Looked very, very scary to me.
Queen D2.
Yeah, it breaks my
D6,
heart.
Rook A3.
It's all in the videos, Magnus.
It's all in the video series.
I mean,
Get those videos, guys.
people aren't really playing this line anymore, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should know
Excuses.
myself better, huh?
Yeah.
Around here, did you think you were better, worse? Who knows? What was your verdict?
Well, my first instinct was that I was better, but I realized it would be extremely hard to prove. So at some point I couldn't really handle it anymore, and I just tried to make a draw.
Yeah, I cheated a little bit. Apparently, Rook A, instead of C3, I think the machine goes Rook A8 and keeps the tension and says you are still better here.
Yeah, but you know, F5 is coming, so probably I can just go F5, H6.
Yeah, it's doing some bizarre things there. Yeah, F5, it kind of says, yes, it's a threat, but I'm not scared somehow. I think it's going King H8 even, which is sort of even more bizarre than H6. But once again, this is not a very strong machine, but I think this is what I've seen on my screen. But yeah, it's not really how people play.
Yeah, so basically at this point, I just thought C3, I'm gonna make a pretty comfortable draw. So I felt like that would be fine. But I just missed Queen B1. Like I thought after Queen D4, the game was pretty much over. And I just completely missed queen f1. No, sorry, I have queen f1, queen d2, queen b1. That's what I missed. Because otherwise I'm getting rook c1. But this one I hadn't seen, and then it's a little bit unpleasant. But I was happy to find this rook c5, rook c2 thing, and then it should be.
Yeah, and this entire sequence apparently is very close to best play. So.
Yeah. And then, of course, I blundered later on when I went rook e3. Yeah, here he can go queen a2, which I didn't actually see during the game. But I can still go rook f3, and I think this should be a draw.
Oh, you can still go this.
Yeah, queen g2, queen f5 or something. Bishop d4, g5. I don't think I'm losing this.
Interesting.
But
that would have been a slightly different ending too.
That would have been pretty unpleasant, of course. Probably, yeah, g5 is not even needed, but never mind. I think that was his one chance to actually get something. Otherwise, I think I was never really suffering too much in this game. And then, of course, the last game, yeah, was yeah, I was pretty tired by then, so I didn't really want to try too much. And then Peter had told me what to do after knight d5 here, but for some reason I couldn't remember what to do after bishop c5. So obviously playing knight f6 is kind of embarrassing, but yeah, I just didn't know what to do.
It's good Peter is spending his time on crucial stuff at least.
I know.